Transferring files from your iPhone to your iPad to your computer like a boss. Today on App Judgment.
This episode of App Judgment is brought to you by Maru iPad covers.
Welcome to App Judgment, your source for mobile application news and reviews. I'm Mauricio. Now, your Mac devices have a few options to move files around. You can do AFP, SMB, NFS, FTP, I guess technically WebDAV. Thank God for Bonjour. Oh, wait. Look, I know. File Service Protocol isn't the most intuitive if you're not used to networking. Makes you wish pneumatic tubes were still a thing. Gosh, those are so fun. Anyway, there's an easier way. Now, I first noticed DropCopy as one of the first apps to appear in the new OS 10.6 App Store. It's a little portal that sits on your desktop, ready at all times to warp your PDF, movie, text files, really anything to your other Mac on your network running DropCopy as well. It's now available on the iPhone and the iPad. Now, I'll be taking a look at the iPad version since that's where I saw the most value. When you launch the app, the magical portal instantly opens. It's now essentially in standby mode. You can either send files to your iPad or send files from it. Now, to send files, tap on the black hole. Did I say send files? I meant send files, messages, and clipboards. That's kind of cool. Now let's start with a file. Click on Browse Preview Files. Now as you can see, you have some pretty powerful access to your iPad here. You can start as simple as your iPhoto library or progress to PDFs or multimedia files. Just choose your file, select a destination, and that's it. It's a simple single-purpose application. It's a little Zen-like, and the warp port animation is a little Mario Brothers Warp Zone-like. So it's kind of a win-win. We'll have the iPad sit on the receiving end of the file transfer, as well as rock some pros and cons right after a word from our beloved sponsors.
If you have an iPad, you might have a case, you might not have a case. Regardless, this is a better case. This case is stylish, looks great, protects your iPad, and there's dozens of great designs. They look very slick. I highly recommend it. If you open it up, it's got a little bit of padding. It's got these little bumpers that protect the iPad. So the SG bumper technology protects your iPad's corners as well as securely holds the iPad tablet in place. So it's just, it's just a slick, complete unit. Now in addition to that, when you open it, it's got this little stand right here so that you can automatically stand your iPad up, not touch it, and be able to watch something like a movie, but it's still like strong enough that you can manipulate it without having it fall over.
Yeah, what I really like about these cases is that they're super versatile and they're perfect for either business use, personal use, or if you're in school, there are all these little pouches where you can use to hold different accoutrements that you might be using throughout the day. And not to mention the stylish covers that will fit with your
really slick. Now, obviously, the iPad 2 just came out. You were over there, and they've got a brand new, thinner design. And so I hear that Maru is also coming out with a bunch of new cases specifically designed for the iPad 2. And what's even better is that every single one of these designs, every single one of these covers, you can get for 10% off. You just go to maru.com/appjudgment.
All right, now sending files from the iPad is cool and all, but to be honest, I don't have a lot of files on here that I really need sending. More often than not, I have files that need to be sent to the iPad. For example, this script for Toy Story 3. On your desktop, just drag the file to the appropriate client, in this case, my iPad, and that's it. That's really it. Back at your iPad, wait for the transfer to finish, and it's now in your home library. I actually use this to transfer manuals and books to my Goodreader app by tapping on Open Other. Goodreader, by the way, is still my favorite PDF reader on the iPad, but their file syncing system needs a little 2011 update a la DropCopy, if you know what I mean. Guys, come on, get with it. All right, for your pros, the interface is simple, the function is simple, and it's simple. The only cons I have is that the file transfers are a tad bit slower than those other scary file service protocols I mentioned at the top of the show. I suggest you turn off preserved resource forks in your desktop settings if you're looking for speed. Just be careful on what type of file you're sending. It may end up looking like Jeff Goldblum in The Fly. All right, if you have an alternative to DropCopy or any other app for that matter, hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and our mothership at revision3.com. You can also follow me at twitter.com/malbrowncow. I'll see you soonish.